Hi, this is Carl Davis.
And I'm Anthony Vitucci.
And this is the next installment of Screen Saviors. That's right, we are here to save you from bad movies and TV.
But this movie was not bad.
It was the furthest thing from bad. What we're talking about is, of course, X-Men Days of Future Past. I know it came out last week. You can read my review. But you know what? We still want to talk about it. It was that good.
Okay. So tell me how you felt about it.
I think I just did. Basically, I haven't made no secret about my dismay with Bryan Singer's
I don't think anybody.
No.
I think everybody says the same thing.
Exactly. Well,
but is it forgiven?
Well, he left X-Men. He was going to do the third installment. He left. And he went and did Superman Returns.
Right.
And
that was a mega flop.
It was a mega flop.
Terrible.
And X-Men The Last Stand was basically scorched earth policy on all X-Men, and we didn't even know if we were going to get another X-Men movie after that.
We didn't want one.
Not like that.
Not like that. It was just awful.
And and even Wolverine with his standalone franchise, I mean, it was it is what it is. And let's face it, Hugh Jackman is Wolverine in this. And Hugh Jackman, you're forgiven. Bryan Singer, you're forgiven. Ian McKellen, you're forgiven for what maybe I think he gained a few pounds for this movie. But everyone that was in it is forgiven. If you've ever done anything wrong or been in any cinematic crimes, they're all forgiven.
Done.
Yeah,
we
don't even remember it because
this was fantastic.
This was fantastic. It of course is based on the legendary Chris Claremont, John Byrne, Days of Future Past, which is, if you can believe it, it's only 2 issues, 44 pages,
right.
But it basically changed the way a lot of comic stories are told.
And this is one time where when they made the changes for the movie that they actually made it better.
They made it better.
Right?
I think that they made it better because they were able to sort of build on Matthew Vaughn's X-Men First Class, which reinvigorated the X-Men franchise after The Last Stand.
This one kind of ties everything together nicely.
It ties it really beautifully. I thought X-Men First Class was a little bit long-winded, but it was clever in a lot of parts, and the way that they
still better than the third installment.
Still better. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's not talk about that. The rat.
We'll move on.
We'll move on. But anyway, it ties in X-Men First Class. We have a young Xavier. We have a young Magneto, and some of the other cast from that.
And how much fun do we have with Quicksilver?
Well, let's hold on. Now you're jumping the gun.
I know I'm jumping. I'm so excited. I'm sorry.
The introduction of some new mutants was sorely needed, and Quicksilver, who, as anyone who's read the comic books knows, is Magneto's son.
Which they kind of mention.
Which they do mention, and they allude to it. Yeah. And he's played by Evan Peters from American Horror Story.
Brilliantly.
He
was just awesome.
He's excellent, and in fact, I wanted more Quicksilver.
Yeah,
but I heard that we're going to get some more in the next installment. So basically, everyone's already seen this movie, but for anyone who hasn't or who hasn't read my review, you have the best of both worlds. You have the future X-Men, Professor X, played by Patrick Stewart, Ian McKellen's Magneto, Halle Berry shows up, Kitty Pryde, played by Ellen Page, and of course Hugh Jackman,
who looks even better now.
Better,
I think he's just
bigger,
he's perfect.
Yeah, I mean he should be called Hugh Jackman, okay? Because
Singer really wanted everybody to see every vein.
Yeah, let's just say that Singer basically put almost every inch of that man on the screen.
Damn. That was Go see it if you want to see Wolverine in real life, that's the scene to see.
That's the scene to see. But seriously,
he's allowed to smoke a cigar again.
He smoked his cigars. He delivered his one-liners. He's kind of a badass in this movie, which we hadn't seen in a little while.
He's an assassin with blades in his hands.
Yeah.
He should be stabbing people more.
Bone blades.
Yeah, this time bone blades.
So we have Wolverine traveling into the past to basically warn the young X-Men about what's coming in the future and try to change history. We know how it works out in the comic. It also, spoiler alert, works out in the movie.
Yeah, right.
I honestly, I couldn't think of anything wrong. And the movie even does away with Brett Ratner's terrible X-Men The Last Stand. It kind of retcons everything.
I don't even remember it. I blocked it out of my existence.
No, I know. Well, I mean, but that ending.
Yeah. So, speaking of endings.
Whoa, you're going to talk about that?
Do you want to?
Yeah, let's.
All right, so go ahead.
Okay.
Well, all right. So, Wolverine's at the bottom of the ocean.
Bottom of, I think it's the Potomac River.
Okay. And Stryker maybe finds him, but then they have that Michael Jackson Thriller ending with the yellow eyes.
I don't know why they do that. I mean, these directors, it's like they can't even help themselves. You had a perfectly good ending.
I wanted to hear the mechanical laugh.
Yeah, I mean, you almost did hear it in your head.
I did hear it. Like, why is that there?
Yeah.
I'm hoping somebody explains it to me because I don't think Stryker could have manipulated. I don't get it. I just don't. I don't understand how.
Was Stryker Mystique? Was he? I mean, we know that he gets his adamantium claws later. But actually, that was one of many endings. There's, I think, 3 different endings to this.
Right.
We had Wolverine's ending.
Yep.
We had the X-Men's ending, and we also had a new character. Do you want to say his name?
No, you do it.
You want me to say
it?
You.
Apocalypse. I'm sorry.
That's right.
Like, where are you?
Because he's
yes.
the first mutant. So if anyone was scratching their heads wondering, like, who's this grayskin guy who's like moving around the pyramids with his mind? Oh, it's Apocalypse.
Right. And I kept seeing the 4 horsemen in the background. I don't know what that alludes to.
Nice touch.
But that was pretty cool. At first, when I saw it, I didn't think it was Apocalypse because he was so skinny. He wasn't the Apocalypse I know, but maybe he gains weight in the future.
Well, that's the thing. He's the very first mutant. So when we were seeing him, think of him as like the CW's Apocalypse. He was young.
Then he'd be roided out. He'd be all jacked.
You don't know what's under. You don't know what's under those robes.
That's true.
And maybe there'll be some salmon ladder in the next one, especially since Bryan Singer's on board to direct, and we're all looking forward to it. Like I said, Bryan, if you're watching this, which I seriously doubt, all is forgiven, and we're really looking forward.
Anybody that was in the movie, you're welcome to come up and hang out with us.
Yeah,
sure. Work out, do some push-ups.
All right. So anyway, so long story short, if you haven't seen this movie,
go see it.
Go see it. When it comes out on Blu-ray or digital download, definitely get it. You're going to want it in your collection and probably rewatch it several times. And I'm looking forward to seeing it again.
Okay, I'm Anthony Reducci.
And I'm Carl Davis, and this is Screen Saviors.